Mike is our retail banker. We're thrilled to have him present today. He's got 10 minutes for a presentation and 5 minutes of feedback. Mike, take it away.
So earlier I was described as infamous. There's some other adjectives that you can use to describe me as well. One of the best ones is somebody who actually cares and is personable with their banking. So today what I was going to go over is the best $100 you'll ever spend, how to make the most out of a $100 monthly surplus. So we're going to have one big assumption today. At the end of the day, you pay all your bills and you have $100 extra sitting there. What do you do with that $100? It's truly a surplus, so we can put it in a savings account, or we can put it into a debt. The reason is compound interest. Compound interest, it could be good for you, it could be bad for you. Somebody once said, those who understand it earn it. Those who don't pay it, it might have been Einstein, but he was attributed to a lot of stuff. That wasn't actually him. It can be a powerful tool, or your greatest enemy. It works for savings accounts to make you money, and then it works for a loan to take your money. So, with First National Bank, we want to try to help you understand. Now, for our examples that we're using today, we want to, like I said, make sure the $100 is truly extra for you. The two things that we're going to go with is we can apply it to savings, which with you're continuously adding that $100 in every single month, it's going to maximize that value. Small regular contributions is all you really need. You don't need to put in 10 grand every month to make a fortune for yourself here. The other option is apply to a debt. Slight increase to your principal payments will yield future savings for you like you can't imagine. Loans and lines of credits, meaning it could be an auto loan, home equity line of credit, a credit card, or even a personal loan. Anything at all that has an interest rate attached to it that you're paying back money, make sure to protect yourself. You have a little blurry. This chart here is really messed up now because it doesn't translate over. So we're going to go off of the 10-year only, because this is the one that makes sense. So this is over a 10-year period, and all you're doing is putting $100 into your account every single month at the end of the month. This top line here is if it's a savings account. 10 years, that's $16,000. That's a lot of money, and a lot of us can probably commit to that for 10 years. Now, this line here represents, if you just left it in your savings account or blew your money on McDonald's or something like that, it's not as powerful. That little gap gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So imagine if you were entering the workforce at the age of 20, if I just told you to put $100 aside every single week, you're going to be making tons of money at the end when you're hitting retirement. Sure, you have your IRA, you have your 401k, whatever it is to help you retire. This is the extra money to send you to Barcelona and go hang out with Andy for a bit. So it's a really powerful tool in a savings. So set it aside for a rainy day a few years from now. Open up a savings account with $100, add $100 every single month. Right now, you can get a head start with us on that. If you're a new customer to the bank, we offer a 303 account right now. So for the first 6 months, you earn 3.03%, which is to celebrate our new branch opening in Erie, Colorado. You don't have to go there specifically for it. You can just come and see me here in Boulder. And if you're not new to this, or if you're not new to the bank, we also have a 2.35 APY CD for a 7-month term right now. Both these options are great for getting a head start on your savings. And it doesn't take long, like I said, 10 years. It's not that long time from now. Another option for us here is to hit the debt hard. Be able to make sure that you can pay off everything in a reasonable amount of time and save some money. My examples I went through here, I used a Radio Shack credit card because they don't exist anymore. So let's say you have a Radio Shack credit card with $2,000 balance on it. It's going to take you 60 months to pay that off at $50 a month, which is probably what they charge you, or a lot less because they don't exist. Auto loan, $14,500, and home equity at $45,000. So in the end, it's going to take you 72 months to become debt free, and every month you're going to be putting in that much money. Now, if we take that extra $100 that you're able to set aside for us and apply it to that Radio Shack credit card, bump that up to $150 a month, you'll have paid off in 15 months instead of 60. That's way faster. Then we can take that savings that you got there because you're paid off and Radio Shack doesn't exist, so you can't spend any more money on it anyways, and you go and apply it to the next loan. And that's paid off in 21 months. Take that one, apply it to the next one. That one will be paid off in 19 months. This makes it so you're going to be debt-free a whole 17 months earlier, which is a year and a half worth of interest you don't have to pay. It can really add up for you. really get you out of a bind, and all it takes is just a tiny bit of money. If you stay dedicated to the whole program, then yeah, debt-free really soon. So your options are, you can either be saving money now or saving money later. Either way, it's good for you. Every person is different, so let First National Bank be your guide so you can hit your unique financial prosperity. We can combine these two things of saving money now, saving money later, or come up with a completely unique and different plan for you. Let us help you find that special little mixture. First National now has 3 locations here in the Boulder area. So we have the 30th and Iris Ranch, which is the one I'm at, up on the north end of town. We have the Table Mesa branch, which is next to Taylor's office, over on the south end of town. And then we have our downtown branch, the Canyon branch, our hidden little gem, which is like 2 blocks that way. So it is on Canyon and Broadway. 3 very convenient locations, also Canyon Broadway, free parking. Nobody realizes that. Free 2-hour parking place. Really good off underground even. Go ahead and stop into any of those branches or go to Erie. I know not all of us are Boulder people here. So we do have some branches, like I said, Longmont, Erie, Brighton even, Broomfield, all over the northern Colorado area. If you really do think that you deserve a better bank for yourself, which all of you should, I would greatly encourage you to do some research, find out a little bit about us. All the accounts that I mentioned, there's no fees, there's no minimum balances. Well, I guess there is a minimum balance of $500 in the CD, but no surprises. It's very, very open and easy to use bank. Any questions about any of that before we go on to the next little bit there?
I do want to mention what you were describing for debt payment is called the snowball method. And to me, it wasn't intuitive because you always think you want to pay the highest credit card, the highest interest rate off first. And that's not what this method shows. It actually pays the lowest balance off first. And you know, I'm a numbers guy, so I ran the spreadsheets, and that actually is what makes sense, is paying off the lowest balance before paying off the highest interest rate. So that's just something that a lot of people wouldn't think about, but that you want to keep knocking off those low ones and then snowballing them into the next payment. That, yeah, I've used it tons of times, and it works incredibly well.
Yeah, it's the method isn't necessarily pay that highest balance, like Dan was saying. Pay the lowest balance. 2 reasons. The spreadsheet doesn't lie. It tells you it does work. The other reason is psychologically, it's a big win for you when you can go home and say, there's one less credit card bill coming in the mail for me anymore. I'm paid off, I'm ready to go. Let's tackle the next one.
There's a mental piece to it.
Yeah, it's a great method, and if you need help setting that up, come in and see us. Just bring in a couple of statements, we can look at it, kind of structure it, see what we can do. We can even move into the realms of doing a little bit of lending. If one of those is really, really high interest and I can get you a little bit lower interest, buy you some time, come and see me. Great. Andy?
Also for compounding interest, you should do you know the rule of 72. You should that way they can figure out their own.
So I had that slide in here. I removed it because, again, my graphs are all over the place here. I would say, I want to save a little bit of time for talking about Colby a little bit. So come and see me. We can go over all of that, and we can definitely get into a little bit more detail on this. Anything else about our promos or anything right now? So one of the other things is, as Colby had mentioned, was we offer services like this, these little seminars, only on a way bigger scale, way more detail and way more examples for it, for employees. So if any of you have employees, or if you yourself just want a little bit more information, come get a hold of me or get a hold of Colby, and either of us would be able to help you find some time, come meet with you and explain some of this to you. There's a plethora of other topics. We have a couple of brochures there of things that we can go into and talk about. But savings and debt are 2 of the biggest things I deal with every single day. And it really does kind of hurt to see how many people aren't educated. They don't know how to stay out of debt, how to get out of debt, or how to even save. Quick little testimonial about that. I had a customer yesterday. He's a year older than me even, and he's never had a savings account in his life. And it's shocking to see how much he didn't understand, and all it took was just one conversation of what you could do is that extra money at the end of the month, instead of taking that and applying it to you know, just going buying another video game or going out to dinner or something like that. What if we put that into that savings account, you just don't touch it? He's like, that's an option. It's surprising how many people don't really get it. And that's kind of First National Bank's goal, is we want to help educate our customers, because an educated customer can then go out and make the community money. And if the community is prosperous, we'll be prosperous too. So, Colby, do you have anything you want to mention about?
I'm gonna have a question.
I was raising my 5-minute mark.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's very simple.
the newbie doesn't get the cue.
Do you want to talk a little bit about other things at first?
I don't actually raise my hand, I just shout.
Yeah. Dan doesn't wait his turn. That's fine.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I can give a little bit of a more in depth about the program that I offer. This is my market down here, and going up. So, I've got the list of seminars that we offer. If you guys want to see it, it's not the cool thing about the program. It can be tailored to whatever's going to fit the business. We've got a lot of schools. They love us going in there, educating their students about it. Your community colleges, where people didn't just get out of high school and are fresh. They've experienced life a little bit before, and they need that kind of path. That's what we're here for. The great thing about the program, it's entirely free. We don't charge you to come out and do this. It's our way of being a voice in the community, because that's kind of how we became who we are. And so you experience that when you walk into a branch, any branch of First National Bank. You get the different culture, the different feeling. We get to bring that to you as well. We get that you should be spending time with your families when you're off work and everything like that. And so I'll come out, and the fun part is I get to bring someone like Michael, or whatever topic we're talking about, and just kind of give the advice to employees of businesses or students of schools. And it can be tailored into however you want. We can do lunch and learns, a meet and greet, evenings. I've got a school that likes to do evening meetings because they do night classes. Really, whatever fits the business or their employees, and we're here for you. That's really all I have with the program itself. It's pretty simple, but it's pretty powerful as well. Does anybody have any specific program, first at work program questions?
It's free, too. That's the other thing.
How often are you hosting doing
As much as you need.
it?
We've got places that like once a month and go in. We have like 10 different seminars that are extended, usually an hour time, and that usually stretches over a year. Then we have some that only like once a year. They have a benefits fair once a year, and that's what fits for us. So we come in and do that side of things. The other portion of it are the health savings accounts. High deductible health plans are getting more and more popular. A lot of banks are getting rid of their HSAs, different things like that. We offer them, and we'll come out to you and get the paperwork filled out. It's a big convenience factor as well. You don't have to do both. You don't have to even bank with First National Bank. Sorry. That's the goal, obviously, but the goal for me is be in your back door and be in the community and show you guys that we actually care.
All right, we got about a minute for questions for them. Any questions for the banking team?
Why are banks getting rid of their HSAs?
Cost.
Yeah.
Little, small transactions.
Cost, yeah.
Yeah.
We see it as a bigger piece than that. I mean, that we don't charge to go to these seminars. We don't care if you sign up or not. We care that you get education, and we hope that you know that First National Bank is in your corner. And that's the goal of the program, not to sign up for accounts or anything like that. We're going to show you how you can benefit you, most definitely. But when we go present, it's not specific to this product or that product. You probably won't even hear about a product, to be honest with you. And that's kind of our approach to it. It's not like other banks, and we're okay with that.
I have a commendation for you, a recommendation. Actually, I've been a customer of the First National Bank now.
Thank you. Yeah?
Gosh, 8 years, something like that.
Okay.
And excellent service, and certainly kudos to you. You do operate like a small bank, even though you're a pretty big bank. And I appreciate the relationship very much.
Well, thank you. No, that's great. Yeah, it's a family-owned, yeah, great big small bank. That's what I was going to say.
We can talk later
Front
about
runner.
my fee for.
That's right.
I will say Mike is an incredible personal banker. He is just less attractive than the last
Yeah.
personal banker.
He doesn't have babies.
I saw Megan yesterday. She said, "Oh, careful walking into that."
That's right. Yeah, she knows. All right, well, thank you guys.
Thank you all.